You spent your life building, giving, working, caring. Maybe you had a plan. Maybe you followed it, or maybe life had other ideas. Now here you are, 65, and something inside you whispers, is it too late to start over? Let me answer that clearly, no. It's not too late. Not even close. In fact, this might be the perfect time. A chance not to rewind, but to redefine. To shed the roles and routines that no longer serve you, and step into a version of life that finally feels like yours. And in this video, we're going to show you why starting over at 65 is not a sign of failure, but a declaration of freedom. Step 1. Recognize that reinvention isn't rare. It's powerful. Starting over at 65 is more common than you think. People leave careers, start businesses, move cities, fall in love, take up painting, join choirs, write books, and completely shift their priorities. Why? Because freedom after 65 is real. You often have fewer obligations, more time, and a clearer sense of what matters. And most people who make a big life change later in life say the same thing afterwards. I wish I'd done it sooner. So if you've been feeling that quiet tug towards something new, you're not alone. You're just at the beginning of a very powerful chapter. Step 2. Let go of the fear that you've missed your window. One of the biggest myths about aging is that there's a deadline on dreams. That if you didn't make it by 40 or 50, then the ship has sailed. But the truth? Many people don't even discover what lights them up until after 60. Why? Because now you're not doing it to impress anyone. You're doing it because it matters to you. Let go of the idea that you have to start big. Just start. Write one page. Take one class. Walk through one door. And understand this, starting over doesn't mean starting from scratch. You're bringing decades of wisdom, resilience, and self-awareness with you. That's not starting over, that's starting stronger. Step 3. Redefine success on your own terms. Maybe you used to define success as status, money, or what others thought of you. But at 65, you get to ask the real questions. What brings me peace? What makes me feel alive? What do I want the rest of my life to feel like? Success now isn't about trophies, it's about alignment. Doing what feels right in your body, your spirit, and your schedule. And guess what? That version of success, yours, is the only one that matters. Step 4. Start small but start now. One of the biggest reasons people hesitate to start over at 65 isn't fear of failure, it's feeling overwhelmed. You might be thinking, where would I even begin? What if I'm too slow, too tired, too late? But you don't need to know everything, you just need to take the first step. Let's say you want to start painting again. You don't need a studio. You just need a brush and 5 quiet minutes. Want to move to a new city? You don't need to pack a box. Just research one place. Watch a video. Talk to someone who lives there. Big changes are made of small, brave decisions. One moment of courage repeated daily. Give yourself permission to move slowly but steadily. You're not racing. You're realigning. Step 5. Embrace the unknown as a new adventure. Think back to the most exciting times of your life. Were they perfectly planned? Probably not. They were messy, uncertain, filled with questions and risks. But they grew you. They stretched you. They reminded you what it means to be fully alive. Starting over at 65 brings back that spark. Yes, there's unknown ahead, but that's where wonder lives. New people, new places, new purpose. So instead of fearing the unknown, meet it with curiosity. Say to yourself, I've never done this before, and that's exactly why I should. Step 6. Surround yourself with possibility. You become what surrounds you. So if you want to begin again, fill your space with stories of reinvention. Watch videos of people who started businesses or learned to dance in their 60s. Read books about second acts. Talk to people who are doing what you dream of doing. You'll start to notice something. They weren't lucky. They were just willing. Willing to try. Willing to begin. And when you surround yourself with that kind of energy, it becomes easier to believe that you can begin again too. Because you can. Step 7. Honor what you've lived, celebrate what's next. Starting over doesn't erase your past. It honors it. You are not abandoning your story, you're expanding it. You're taking every lesson, every scar, every success, and choosing to build something new with it. And that's not something to fear. That's something to celebrate. At 65, you have nothing to prove and everything to gain. This is your moment. Not a rewind, but a reawakening. Starting over at 65 isn't the end of your story, it's the beginning of the part you finally get to write your way. If this spoke to you, give it a like, subscribe to Elderese, and share your starting over dream in the comments. We're cheering you on. Remember, it's never too late to become who you were always meant to be.